Good day everyone, my name is D.Thibanraaj, and this is my friend Vincent and Nicko Vijaya. We are from School of Bioscience and we are doing Bachelor of Environmental Science. Okay, our presentation today falls under module Life Science by Dr. Hadley, and our video today falls under Information Literacy by Misuse. Okay, before I get in deeply about my presentation, I'll just give my friend Nicko to give you a brief introduction. Thank you.
Okay, so why we are choosing the ADHD as our topic, is it because we are a bit concerned about how the majority didn't know what does the ADHD stand for, everything about ADHD. And the second one would be the trends happening right now that students, especially teenagers, misusing the drugs for their own benefits. And the objective of today's presentation would be, we will inform you everything about ADHD stated here, and we are presenting the data accurately from our sources. And now we shall begin the presentation by the introduction section by Raj.
Okay, you guys be wondering what is ADHD? Okay, ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. Oh my god, so long, right? I know. Okay, ADHD commonly seen in children. Okay, it's also known as a childhood brain disorder. Okay, ADHD is not like a common flu or fever or virus fever or anything. You can't detect it using a lab test. Unlike a broken bone or cancer, you can use a machine to detect something, but no for ADHD. Because ADHD is a physical change. Okay, what causes ADHD? It might run in the family. You might be inherited with this disease, or you might have a neurodegenerative disease because it's a very strong neurological basis. And before I get into deeply about a medication background, let me give you a small brief. Have you ever felt that you're lost, or you feel that you can't concentrate during a class, or you might feel that people call me a daydreamer? You fall under this group. Okay, before that, let my friend describe about more medication background prescription. Thank you.
Okay, so the medicine commonly used by the doctor fall into two categories. The first one would be the stimulant drugs, and the second one would be the non-stimulant drugs. So they are differs in how they're working. Stimulant drugs works by increasing the amount of dopamine level, which is responsible to improve your alertness, said Gerdes in his books. And the second one would be the non-stimulant drugs works by increasing the amount of norepinephrine level in your brain, the substantia which are responsible to increase your attention span level. And based on the table mentioned here, still, majority stimulant drugs are the drugs commonly prescribed by the doctor instead of the non-stimulant drugs. Now we are moving forward into the result and the discussion of our research, the ADHD treatment and the side effects. So basically, 60% and 80% children treated using the medication stated here are safe, and they are showed the reduction in symptoms. These are based on the consumer report in our references. And the stimulant has more success rate, but it is followed by the side effects, of course. So the common side effects would be the serious health effects. This one would be the sudden death, and this sudden death or this effect is still yet undiscovered by scientists today. And the next one would be the loss of appetite, which will lead you into the weight loss category, and so on. And the next one would be the trends I mentioned in the introduction, which is the misuse of ADHD drugs. So Raj, come on and present to them.
Okay, misuse of ADHD drugs. Okay, as a college student like me and Nicko, we have a lot of things to do. We have assignments, we have class tests, we have quiz, we have midterm, we have a lot of things. We don't have time for ourselves. So the only thing that makes us run and makes us to save our time is don't sleep. So as a report showing us that students misuse ADHD drug to stay them awake. Okay, young adults aged 19 to 25 are reported taking ADHD drugs without prescription, without the doctor's prescription. They're just taking it because they want to stay awake. Here's a graph, here's a pie chart saying that students with a background of ADHD drugs. And then the reason is students' motivation of taking this drug is to concentrate before class or exam. Okay, before I end my presentation, let me and Nicko give you a conclusion for this.
Yeah.
Okay, for the conclusion, ADHD is a psychological disease which is affect children and adults.
And the second one, the medication involves two different kinds of drugs, which I have mentioned before, but biostimulant drugs, and the last one would be your non-stimulant drugs.
Okay, every medication that you consume should be under a doctor's prescription. A doctor should say that you should take this drug. You don't just consume every drugs that you want to take, because, as what Nicko said, the side effects are really bad. Okay.
For the most important point I'm going to give you is, do not ever misuse the ADHD drugs for any reason, because it will lead you into the harmful disease or even death.
Okay, as we give you a very beautiful slide here, we took it from various parts. There's 10 references. We took it from an online journal. There's also a book that we have researched, and we have included everything here.
And our style of references, we are using the Harvard style in citation, and these, all of the references are arranged alphabetically. So this is our presentation.
Yeah, I hope you guys get a very brief idea of ADHD, and please don't misuse drugs. Thank you.
Thank you.